Hello, scholars. It's Miss Yabut here. Wow, I am so impressed with your hard work on our new skill that we learned yesterday. So many scholars did well on your independent practice, and many other scholars earned 3 points by going to ELA Reteach if you were invited and office hours. Remember, it's almost the end of the week, and I can't wait to see who's going to earn all of those Vista virtual points. Scholars, today we will be continuing to practice capitalizing titles. Scholars, do you remember our rule for capitalizing titles? Tell me, when we capitalize titles, we use uppercase letters in the Yes, in the beginning, end, and important words. Great! Let's add that to our form. As a reminder, friends, don't forget to write your names with capital letters because they are proper nouns. Again, when we capitalize titles, we use uppercase letters in the beginning, end, and important words. Go ahead and pause your video and write those now if you haven't already. Good. Let's move on. Scholars, this was a title that we had yesterday during our independent practice, and it was a little tricky for many of us. A Bad Case of Stripes. I love this book. Let's remember our rule. When I capitalize titles, I use uppercase letters in the beginning. But wait a second, friends. I thought that we were not supposed to capitalize words that were shorter and not important, like the word So why do we still capitalize it, even though it's not an important word? Can you tell me? If you said because it's at the beginning, even though it's the word give me a high five. Yes, this is still at the beginning of my title, even though it's not an important word, usually if it was in the middle. So yes, I do still need to capitalize even though it's a shorter word, because it's in the beginning. Let's add that to our form. Number 2, what word in the video was capitalized even though it was not an important word that is usually capitalized? That word was the word I simply have to write Go ahead and pause your video and write if you haven't already. Good. The next question, why was it capitalized even though it wasn't an important word? Can you remind me? Yes, if you said because it was at the beginning, go ahead and pat yourself on the back. Let's add that to our form. It was capitalized even though it's is not an important word because it was at the beginning. The word was at the beginning. Make sure you pause your video so that you write beginning exactly as I wrote it here. Good. Let's read the rest of my title. When I capitalize titles, I use uppercase letters at the beginning and important words. In this title, A Bad Case of Stripes, stripes is at the end of my title, so I need to capitalize the S. I also saw two important words, bad, which was an adjective, and case, which is a noun. Do you see any words that were not capitalized? Bonus high five if you can tell me why. Whoa, if you said of wasn't capitalized because it is not an important word, go ahead and give me a yes. Very good. Of is not an important word because it's one of those shorter words. We already know that another not important word is but because it was at the beginning of this title, it did have to be capitalized. Friends, let's look at all of these words that were capitalized. Pick one, a, bad, case, or stripes, and write it here. I like the word stripes and practicing my typing, so I'll type that in here. Good.